Hello, and welcome to a special program presented by the men and women of the United States Marine Band. My name is Major Ryan Nowlin, Assistant Director of the President's Zone, and it is my pleasure to share with you some very special music today. Have you ever heard music that made you curious, that excited you? Music that perhaps sounded different or unfamiliar? Maybe music that uses an instrument you love in a rather unusual way? Is there music that is a regular part of your family traditions? Or music that, when you hear it, makes you feel connected to something or to someone? I sure hope you have, because that curiosity, that excitement, and those feelings never go away. Throughout my years in the Marine Band, I have not only been inspired by the incredible abilities of our players, but I've been impressed with their curiosity, their interests, and their desire to explore music that is different from the music that they studied. And so today I am thrilled to share with you the musical interests of some of my friends here in the band, music that comes from places and cultures all over the world. Take a listen to this. That was great, Tom. Where's that music from?
That is a popular folk melody from Russia. When I first heard this, I heard a whole new world of the violin, and I wanted to learn more. Music has opened up my world to different people, to different languages, and to different cultures. I found that I not only love folk music from Eastern Europe and Russia, but I also love another type of music. Let's cross the Atlantic Ocean and visit Argentina, home of the famous dance, the tango.
What fun. Thanks, Tom. I love how the two pieces of music we just heard are from very different parts of the world, but share so much in common in the way that they sound and the way that they make me feel. Bill, that's great. great. What is that?
It's a clarinet, sir.
Okay. What kind of music was that? Where's it from?
Oh, the music. It's klezmer music. Klezmer is traditional Jewish music from Eastern Europe. The melodies, which I get to play on my clarinet, mimic the human voice and can sound like laughter or even crying. That's what really makes me excited to play this music. The tune that I'm playing is called a scher, which is a popular folk dance in Eastern Europe, similar to a square dance. It's a lot of fun to play, especially when I play with my friends.
Sounds great. Let's hear it.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Next, we'd like to play for you a Turkish piece called Rompi Rompi that uses the same instruments as the klezmer piece and similar ones to the music you heard earlier from Tom. That's because, although this music came from a different culture than those pieces, it comes from the same part of the world. These musical styles spread across countries and influenced people throughout the Middle East and Europe. Listen to how this piece takes similar sounds to what you've heard already, but changes the rhythm to an irregular pattern. See if you can clap along to the beat and notice how some beats are longer than others.
Wow, what fun! So far we've danced in Russia, Argentina, Eastern Europe, and the Middle East. Chris and Ken, where will you be taking us, and what are those instruments?
Well, we'd like to play some folk music from Ireland on these traditional instruments. This is a penny whistle, because it used to only cost a penny, and this is an Irish flute, which is made out of wood instead of metal.
And Ken, what do you have over there?
Well, I happen to have the oldest instrument known to humankind, besides the human voice, of course. These are called rhythm bones, and this type of instrument has been played for over 5,000 years. I also have an Irish drum, and this is called a bowron, and it's played with a stick that's called a tipper. Let me show you. But my favorite is the concertina. Check this out. This is so fun. It's like a baby accordion. I just love it. It's so fun to play because it's like having a harmonica sandwiched between these bellows. So, oh, wait a minute. I just happen to have a harmonica right here. Let me show you. You know when you blow into a harmonica, it gets one sound, and then when you draw air, it makes a different sound? It sounds just like the concertina. And if it doesn't sound good, I just push or pull in the other direction. So it's so fun, and I love this music because it was composed just for dancing. And Chris and I, we get to play with musicians of all different backgrounds all around the country. So we'd like to play for you 3 different dance styles. We're going to start with a hornpipe, and then we're going to do a jig, and then we're going to end with an Irish reel.
That was beautiful, just beautiful, Rio. That music seems to really resonate with you. Where's it from?
It's from Japan, my home country. I was born there and lived there until I was 5 years old, and my family still lives there. The Japanese folk song my friend Sarah sang in Japanese is called Furusato, which translates to one's hometown on the countryside. The words describe a person working from afar, dearly missing the beautiful rivers and hills, family and friends, and the activities their hometown had to offer.
You know, we've been hearing that term folk a lot today. Folk music, folk dancing, folk songs. When we use the term folk in this way, it refers to music or dance that is identified with and important to a specific country, region, or group of people. It's music whose composers are likely not known, but whose melodies are passed from generation to generation by singing or playing. Let me show you what I mean. As Rio told us, that Japanese folk song was about missing one's home. Let's hear an American folk song that may be familiar to you that captures that same emotion.
Oh, Shenandoah, I long to see you away, you rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to see you away. I'm bound away across the wide Missouri.
That is one of my favorite folk songs, and it really connects me to my homeland, America. What you'll hear next is one more folk song. It is similar in subject. It's about one person missing someone they love from far away, but its origins are on the other side of the globe from America, Korea. While the music will sound different, see if you can still feel that same emotion.
아리랑 아리랑 아라리요 아리랑 거기로 넘어간다 나를 버리고 가시님은 심리도 거기로 병난다 아리랑 아리랑 아라리요 아리랑 거기로 넘어간다 나를 버리고 가시님은 심리도 거기로 발병난다 심리도 거기로 발병난다
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah, and you've already heard us sing in Japanese and Korean, but my family is actually from Italy. So I grew up with the smells of wonderful Italian food and the sounds of beautiful Italian music. So, andiamo amici, come with us friends as we travel to Italy for this fun, exciting Italian folk song. I serenani nemme ne saliette, tu saiano. Adosco corri in grotto che dispiette, farne non può. Adollo fuoco cocce ma si fuglie, ti lascio stare. Hiram Diaz is going to play on his euphonium. Listen to this.
Hello, my name is Hiram, and I grew up in a Cuban household in Miami, Florida. I can't remember a single day that we weren't listening to Cuban music. It's exciting rhythms, it's great percussion, it's loud horn sections, the improvisation. We just loved it. Now, Cuban music can sound very complicated, but at its root, there's a very simple rhythmic pattern that is played on a very simple instrument. We can trace this from sub-Saharan Africa all the way to Cuba in the form of the clave. Now, the clave might just be two sticks that you hit together, but it is the basis for all of Cuban music and dictates which style within Cuban music you will be playing. So now my friend Kenny over here is going to play a son clave. Can we try that? Clap it. Yeah. All right, very simple. Now my friend Mike is going to play the congas and fill in the rest of the rhythms. Very cool. Mike can even improvise on the congas. This makes the clave even more important as it keeps us rooted to the beat. All right, so great rhythm going on. Now we need to provide some harmonic structure to the piece. Why don't we have my friend Eric play the bass notes to a song? Yeah. I think with just these three instruments, we already have the basis of a great song. And I think what I'm gonna do is sing one of my very favorite tunes from Cuban music called Guantanamera. Yo soy un hombre sincero, de donde crecen las palmas. Yo soy un hombre sincero, de donde crecen las palmas. Y antes de morir yo quiero cantar mis versos del alma. Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera. Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera. Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera. Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera.
Hiram, thank you. That was great. Now, I have another friend I'd like you all to meet, someone else that really loves Cuban music but doesn't come from Cuban heritage. I love that fact that you can embrace music from other cultures as closely as you embrace music from your own. My friend Scott comes from the great state of Texas and is going to share one of his favorite Cuban dances, the Cuban cha-cha.
That Cuban cha-cha is a favorite of mine. It's so fun, and all of the instruments get to show off. For me, playing Latin music brings great joy. The rhythms are interesting, it has so much energy, and it just makes you want to dance. The next piece is a form of Latin music from Mexico called mariachi. It's fun to play because you get to really exaggerate the style. They are long singing lines, but the short notes are very short, and there's lots of fast vibrato. That's when one long note seems to pulse or vibrate. This piece is called Allá en el Rancho Grande, which means out there on the big ranch.
All right, there's one more friend I'd like to introduce to you today, and this friend has played on just about every piece you've heard so far. His name is Russell Wilson. Russell, you've been playing everybody else's favorite music. I'm curious, what kind of music do you like to play?
I really like to play ragtime and New Orleans style jazz music because it's fun and it makes people happy. I think of playing jazz as coloring in a coloring book. It's like the songwriter draws a picture and then the musicians get to color it in however they want. One more fun thing about jazz is that you can play it alone or you can play with lots of friends. I'm going to start this one all by myself, and then one by one, the other musicians in the band are going to join me, making up their notes as they go along. I hope you like it. Now here's a fun piece called Nickel in the Slot.
Well, that sadly brings us to our last song. I'd like to thank all of my friends in the Marine Band for sharing their music today. All of these musicians shared music they loved, whether the music was from their own personal culture, or the music used their instrument in an unusual and interesting way, or they just loved the way the music made them feel. They found what they loved because they were open, they were inquisitive, they were curious. I invite you now to think about what music interests you. What music did you like most from today? What music is important to your family, your friends' families, your traditions, their traditions? There's a world of music waiting for you. All you have to do is listen.
We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you always do, till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away. So will you please say hello to the people I know? Tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that when you saw me go, I was singing this song. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day.
We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you